Good evening, Empires and Puzzles fans. Jake here with an update of what's coming in February. I start this video looking at my Stronghold. I've come a long way. Stronghold is level 18, almost 19. Hope to do well in the events that come in February. Path of Valor, we can see it here, is going to be the new event that's starting in 2 days. Path of Valor, I will read it from a calendar later too, is a set of daily challenges that go on for 50 days, so I believe it's till March 20th, where you can get prizes and you accumulate, I believe it's like the missions, but you get them done maybe in sequential order, and you get better prizes. There's things I like and don't like about Path of Valor. Path of Valor has a free element to it where you get you do it no matter who you are. If you're not paying for a pass, if you're paying for a pass, if you're free to play Path of Valor, you'll get free to play prizes. If you pay for a VIP or a Path of Valor premium pass, you're going to get better premium prizes. So on top of already having a VIP, I'm going to have a Path of Valor pass now. I'm less likely to buy gems or only look for deals. I consider myself a dolphin, which means I try not to whale on the game, spend tons of money, and be more like a smart player. A whale smaller than a dolphin who makes smart purchase decisions. I mean, you definitely get an advantage if you spend money on this game, but I don't want to spend all my money. Typically, I try not to spend any real money. I spend money from Google Play surveys, Shopkick, credit card rewards is a gift to myself, but I know the game is free to play. One of the things that makes it fun is trying to beat people who spend a lot on the game. But then again, I spend a lot of time, and time is precious like money. That's my little rant about being free to play or premium. Like I said, I probably will get the premium path for Path of Valor, see what it's all about. What I've learned from reading up on Path of Valor is you can do the quests, you can be free to play, and if you realize that the prizes are so good that you need them, you can get the pass at any time and you'll start getting the premium prizes. I imagine the Path of Valor pass will be about $5 a month. We don't know yet, it hasn't been released. So the first thing in February, in 2 days, on the 2nd of February, is the Path of Valor. Let's look at the calendar. We've got the Hero of the Month here, waiting to be talked about later. Path of Valor on the 3rd of February. The event in February on the 12th rather, is the Knights of Avalon. Blue is the reflect color. So the colors you don't want to use here are blue and red, because if blue is the reflect color, it means there's going to be a lot of blues, and red is weak to blue, so it's counterintuitive not to use blue, because blue is going to reflect and kill your blues, and red is going to just be weak. So people are probably going to be using mostly green. I'm strengthening my green. I'll show you my team in a second. Hoping to beat the epic, hoping to get a little ways in the legendary, and hoping to do very well in the rare. Strengthening greens, I don't think I have that strong of greens, so I will complement my greens with either holy or dark. I've come a long way. I'm proud of my cast of characters. Let's show it off a little. What I'm building, what I'm hoping to use in like the event. I have Tarlac, who's at the top of Ascension 3. He's strong. He most certainly won't beat the legendary event. Buddy's coming a long way. I'm hoping to have him maxed by the end of the event. Gobbler, I don't expect to get above Ascension 3 because I don't think he's a great character. Ishitak was my first green. He might have been my first to 50 for a long time. I remember him being my most powerful character. Burden I love. There's Friar Tuck ready. There's Chochin. There's Prisha. Those all might get used. I think Sabine will be used in the legendary tier. I have another Burden. I might want him because of his just direct damage. I think he'd be really good in this event. I don't know if I'll have the time and energy to level him. That's why I'm thinking I'm going to be stacking yellow or purple. It's all about time and energy. Hoping to do well in this event. What you want to get out of the event, like the characters to reach for, are Black Knight, who's red. Very good character. And Guinevere, who is one of the best yellows. Those are the two best characters you can get. They'll probably be adding some new characters too, which I haven't done enough research to speak to. Let's see. Also in February, after the Knights of Avalon, is the Costume Chamber. The Costume Chamber comes the day after Knights of Avalon. So Knights of Avalon, the 12th through the 16th. Costume event, the 17th through the 19th. I got three good 3 stars the last costume event. The first one I got the Regard costume, but I still don't have a Regard. I'm glad they added the character to the costume in the second costume event. Atlantis Rises is late in the month, being the last 3 days of February. Love Atlantis Rises, love challenge events. My favorite parts of the games, as well as the challenge events, one of them is the Titan. I'm not a huge fan of raiding. I do well in wars and I enjoy them. I'm not going to complain about wars. Complain about raiding a little bit. I feel a lot of pressure in raiding. Not in love with it, but like it enough. Understand it's an important part of the game. Get frustrated at raiding. Love the Titan. Find it a fun challenge. Atlantis Rises is great. I got so much from the last one. And the challenge events are the things I'm looking forward to in February. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got Path of Valor starting, Knights of Avalon, the costume event immediately after, and Atlantis Rises. That basically sums up February. I'm not going to talk about the individual quests. This calendar came out today. I've made this video a couple takes. I was screwing up a lot of my stats, and I was getting frustrated. This is hopefully my final take. The calendar came out today for February, so it's cool that it came out because I was using a Wikipedia one last night, but all of these things were the same. Let's look at the Hero of the Month. Hero of the Month is supposed to be awesome. They're saying he is going to be like a Gravemaker. I think they've already nerfed some of the stats on this card. You can find this character on the internet and in the forums. It sounds like he's going to do 302 burn damage over 2 turns. Even though this card says 604 over 4, technically half of that is 302 over 2, but I think they're taking out... I think he might be OP like this, so I think they might be taking out half of that, and it might be 302 over 2 turns from what I've read. This is a sick character. He's a lot like Vela. All allies get 94% defense against ice for 4 turns. That makes ice ineffective against your reds. So if you color stack reds with this character, he's going to be awesome. All allies get defense, status, ailment protection for 4 turns. It sounds like if they get a debuff, your characters are going to have this debuff replaced by defense up. 42% defense up for 4 turns. And this character gives an element link. Pretty awesome character for February. That covers February. A lot of people in my alliance have been asking when is Springval. Easter comes late, it seems, this year because Springval is the Easter event. I'll look at the general calendar. It looks like Springval will come around March 20th. I don't know exactly when Easter falls this year. I bet it runs about 3 weeks. The character you want from Springval is Master Lupus. This covers a little in March. I've covered February. You can find all this. You can find the data online if you're good at Googling and you look hard enough. I wish you the best of luck. Good luck in the Knights of Avalon. I'm looking forward to see what Path of Valor brings. I'm going to go back to my city and close out the video. Have a great night and happy gaming.